Morning, y'all. Um, Long time, hasn't it? I hope everybody's been doing well. My life's been fucking crazy. Absolutely insane. Um, but it's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about something that's going on right now. But if I do, I'll get kicked out of YouTube. It's a conundrum, right? I could try loading something to Rumble, but it never seems to work. I've gotten things to load there once, but as soon as I deleted the video from my phone, it deleted it from Rumble as well. So upgrade your shit, Rumble. Anyway, how can I talk about this? So at Davos in January this year, they said that they're going to cut down the population of the first world countries by 80% over the total. So not 80% of Canada and 80% of America, no. But it was 27.5% of Canada and 35 something, I don't remember, percent of the States, some odd percent of Australia, some odd percent of Great Britain, some odd percent of, all of the main countries. And they had it all broke down. And they do it, the goal is to do it in 2 years. I can't see me getting kicked off for that because that was the stated goal from Davos. Now, how are they going to do that? How do you cut the population that drastically in that short of a time without it being replaced? Because age is taking out the baby boomers and stuff. But do they still hold that much of the population? Do you know, like, are they still that big of a chunk that when you take them out, their kids and grandkids haven't replaced them, kind of thing? That could be. We've not built up enough because our population's hitting a plateau of some sort, and it's going to be a little lower all the time, really, because that's kind of the non-Davos billionaire speaking point, is that we're going into a population crisis, and that this isn't, it's a bad thing. Davos twists and says that it's a good thing. So it's, who knows? Who knows? I think I have some ideas, but I don't. Again, I can't really talk about it. So I'm going to change subjects. What do you guys think of these Canadian wildfires? That's pretty wild. The right beside me, it was stanking here for a few days. Like, bad. You could hardly breathe in the smokiness. It was brutal. It's been foggy for the last couple days, and it's like a heavy fog. I'm not from here, so I don't know what I'm looking at. But it doesn't have that that smell kind of different. I don't know if you get it, but yeah, it's funny. Anyway, I think about the all the trains going derailing down in the States, um, all these chemical fires and things, and I can't help but wonder if we're not seeing some of that mixing in with the smoke and being held in or something, maybe, because there was that train obviously, and that smoke is gone somewheres to the ocean or whatever. But there was a couple other ones after that, and they burned them up too. So who knows? Who knows what's going on? Something's going on. I don't think this air is very good. We had the air quality warnings, and it's not hot. It's hot in the afternoons, but it's not like it was. It was fucking deadly hot here. It's gross. I can't wait to be back on the water. I know the lake's right here, thank God, because I wouldn't be able to survive if I was in like the prairies or something in this kind of dry heat. um, Even in the air conditioned buildings, it's pretty hot. And I find, for me anyway, when I go into an air conditioned building, when they are working good and the air conditioners are working good, it's nice then. But then when you come outside, it's twice as hot. It feels way grosser. It's not like going for a swim. Anyway, the air's heavy. It's hard to breathe it. I'm wondering if it's not having an effect on us all. All us Canucks up here. Canada land. Canada. Well, I don't know. All I can do is go to the ocean and try to see if God has something for me out there. A different way. It's scary, I gotta tell you. So I got what I think is my newest plan on that. I'm going to fly to Hawaii really soon. Soon, basically, as soon as I get my credit card paid off. So, like a month. And that'll give me like a paycheck or so extra, hopefully, to take with me as well. Um, I was looking at pawning or whatever most of my tools and stuff, but there's no money in them right now, not at pawn shops. I could look at doing it all on fucking Facebook Marketplace, but it's such a hassle. I hate dealing with that shit. You want to take $2 for it? No, you fucking idiot. I'm asking 80. What do you? Shut the fuck up. Why would you even message me? Anyway, so I'd rather just give them to somebody that I think will get use out of them than to give them to the pawn shop for nothing, or to deal with the Facebook thing. Now, I don't know. I might. There's 2 or 3 things that I might sell at the pawn shop, like my chainsaw. I don't know if anybody that really has a use for it, and whatever. I don't know. I just don't know. It's been sitting around gathering dust for a year. But whatever. So, anyway, when it comes down to it, I'm not going to own anything. So, like, let's say I fly there and we sail to wherever, and then we go broke. There's nowhere or nothing for me. There's nowhere to go and have a home. There's nowhere to fly to and have a job or any of that. There'll be no flying back here and having my stuff. It's all gonna be gone. Even the van here, I'm gonna sell. Hopefully, I get a couple dollars for it. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so totally going on faith this time, for real. Remember last time I gave up everything, blah blah. I gave up my house and all my house possessions, but I still owned a vehicle. Had the vehicle full of stuff, and was at the time looking for this vehicle. Had money for it, and was able to then get this and blah blah blah. Things got messy, obviously, with slackness, but um, it was worth the slackness for the money saved, I think, because it would have been a couple $1,000s to go to a mechanic and have everything done, as opposed to going to my buddy mechanic and having everything done on his time schedule, right? So it was 5 days work. Took him 3 months to get around to it, but he only charged me like, I think, $600 or something in labor. So, as opposed to if I had went to a mechanic, that'd have been, you know, probably $2,500 at least. So, whatever. But, and then he didn't do a great job on a couple things, but he did good enough. Got me passed, got me in my inspections, and got me going. And, but this time, there won't be any of that. Now, if the van sells properly and blah blah, if I'll have a couple bucks, but not really. Freaky. Anyway, I prayed about it yesterday, and I really asked some kind of financial sign, that, like, something, come on, something good, right? Like, just anything good. It's just been shit for months. And I'm saying, okay, well, I'm on your path now, I hope. show me a sign that it is your path, that like that this is, that I'm making the right choices, because it's freaking me out. But there's been a couple, and this morning, Bitcoin Cash was up dramatically. Apparently it's a bunch of banks and things all bought into it, which is freaky. I don't know what to think about this. Okay, I'm of two minds on this, but it was a bunch of banks. It wasn't just Silicon Valley, one bank. It's a bunch of, and they're big ones, that all bought into the Bitcoin Cash, and it went up exponentially. And crypto has been down. I don't know if you guys are invested in crypto at all. Been down, down, down. Every single freaking coin right across ever since that bank failure with the Silicon Valley, because that bank was invested into a bunch of cryptos. And so when it crashed, all those cryptos crashed with it or whatever. So it destabilized the currency big time. They're all kind of up today. I don't know. That's nothing. That doesn't mean a damn thing, because they go up and down. I have good days and bad days, but they're still all down overall, like from the first of the year. Except for Bitcoin Cash, which is up. I don't even own a whole coin. I don't know. I was up $75 or something. Not much for me. It's a lot on the little investment. You know what I mean? But it hopefully that's my good sign, because I asked yesterday for the good sign. Got up this morning, went to go pay bills, and my crypto account was up, which was weird for me to see it positive. It threw me way off when I seen a positive, like the green numbers beside the crypto account. I was like, what the hell? That's fucking weird. What the hell? And it was a good green number. I didn't know. I was wondering if they all must have went up. That's what I thought at first. Oh wow, they all must have came up a little and actually come back to par. But then I got looking in, and it's red, 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 green, red, 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 and it's fuck, all one coin. Though all the reds, when you go into the, like, that's looking at the overall. If you go into what the day is, all those were green, 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 green. Just the overall was red. Anyway, I'm sure you don't care about that stuff, but I thought it was interesting. I think it's a sign that I am on the right path. I almost sold. I closed it, just saying, screw it, I'm going to sell that, and that's an extra $100 towards my goings. But that's actually, that crypto investment and all that stuff is also my backup, I guess. Hopefully, in 2 years' time, when we're done this trip, there's some money there I could borrow against or whatever to set something up to give myself a new life. And I say there's nothing for me, but I can go to whatever city and get a job, probably at a Home Depot. I'm not going to leave them with any kind of negative vibe or whatever, so they'll hire me back up in a heartbeat. So at least I have that, and I'm a carpenter, and I'm a plumber, and I'm a, well, I'm going to be a sailor, and I'll be, I've done docks and fishing, and cooking and cleaning and hotels, and I'll get a job. But still freaky to go with nothing and to give away everything. But whatever, I'm doing it. Oh, and then there's always the cult, which is probably where I'll end up with the 12 tribes in the Yellow Deli. Who knows? Maybe I'll, with my sailing experience, maybe I'll end up on their, they own a tall ship. So maybe I can end up on that, sailing around, taking Bibles to people. I'd still be doing my mission. It's just that their version of Christianity is another version where they I don't know how to say it, bend their belief or whatever, twist the Bible in order to accommodate man's science, man's knowledge, whatever we want to call it. So they'll say that, oh, the prophets just didn't understand when they wrote Genesis, and they just, they didn't know what they were talking about, and the Earth's a ball flying through space or whatever, and then discard all these verses because this verse over is the more important one or whatever. And it's like, wow, that can't be right. But more right than any church that I've ever gone to. More right than any Christian or whatever out there. At least they're not like that indoctrinated seminary school crap. They're just, they're slaves to a different system, right? They don't want to be a slave to this system, so they step out of it and they go into that system. But you got to pledge your life. It's not like, say, if I was there, I can't be like, well, I'm going to jump in my van or on my bicycle and fuck off for a few days or a week or a month, and I'll be back. See you later, and then come back. No, you got to like discuss it and make sure it's good for the community and all this stuff. And so you're not really free to make your own choices in life. You got to discuss all your choices with the group, and everything's got to be to the benefit of the group. So you're like an ant, and which is nice, but they take it too far, because it's not like, why you're forced to do it. You're not doing it out of the lovingness of your heart, right? It's now a rule. You can't leave. No, you can't go visit. No, you got to be there doing this, or you got to be with the group doing that. That's not the Bible. It just isn't. So, but there's a lot more. Nope, sorry, looking all like shit. A lot more Bible to them than there is to your normal Christians at churches and stuff. So I'd rather be a slave to that than to the Home Depot, I guess, because really I'm just a slave to them too. They pay you enough to almost afford a place to live, eat, and get back and forth to work. That's it. There's no extra money. There's no life. There's no time for you. You got to work 40 hours a week just to keep an apartment, a shitty apartment, and have some shitty food. You can't, like all my coworkers, they don't eat well. They eat shit. And they don't have nice apartments. They got space, like bachelor pads or one bedrooms or roommates. A couple of them are married and they're got the dual income, so yes, they live in houses, but only just. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'll leave you be. Have a good day, YouTubers. God bless.